Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a video all about all of the series that I am currently in the middle of. I've seen other people do this video and some people are in the middle of so many. Spoiler, I'm not actually in the middle of that many. I feel like when I watch other people's, I'm like, oh my god, it could be so much worse than what I'm currently in the middle of. So I've been tracking my reading on a spreadsheet where I keep track of all the books I've read this year and all of the books that I am in the middle of, all the books I've bought, things like that. If you want the spreadsheet, it's by Hardback Hoarder. She sells them on Etsy and they're really good. They're so good. I've used them 2 years in a row now. I'll leave the link below for those. But yes, I don't feel too bad about this, but I thought it would be fun just to go over every series that I am in the middle of at the moment, and then maybe I can try and like clear some of these up. So let us begin. So as you can see, this is my series tracker. It's kind of categorized by sagas, trilogies, duologies, graphic novels, and manga. So, and there's also little stats at the top. So as you can see, it's nothing actually too crazy. So you can see there's, for every category, there's also an owned and a read tick box. So some of these I have started reading. Some of these, like these ones down here, are ones that I own. Like these series here are series that I own, but I haven't actually read any of them. So I don't think that they count as series I'm in the middle of. So they're not going to be included in this number. But we're going to go through and we're going to kind of count them up and see where I'm at. Let's start with the sagas. We're the Court of Thorns and Roses series, which I am not too, for some reason I've left a blank one here, which isn't necessary, but this is one that I've got one more book in the thing. I've got one more book in the series which I need to read. I own it, but I haven't read it, and that's of course A Court of Silver Flames, which is massive, so I haven't been reading it, and I'm not in the mood for it. I tried to read it a while ago and it just wasn't working, so there's only one more book in that. And then the Wayward Children series, there's one comes out like every year. I haven't got to it yet. I've got it on Everand, which I'm hoping to do soon because I do like these books. I think Everand has it on audiobook, so it won't take too long. It's like the audiobook's always like 4 hours long, so it's never actually that bad. And then we have Throne of Glass, which I'm not sure if I should count because I read these 7 years ago maybe. I think I read them in like 2016 and I don't really remember too much about them. So I'm not sure if I should count them because I'm not going to pick up the series in the middle from Queen of Shadows. I'm probably going to reread them, so I might listen to them, the first 3 on audiobook again before I get back into this series. So I feel like Throne of Glass isn't going to count for this because I'm going to reread the whole thing. So I'm not really in the middle of it because I can't remember everything that's happened properly. And then Thursday Murder Club, Seven Faceless Saints, and Silver in the Bone, we're also not going to count because I haven't started them. As you can see, I've owned them here, but I haven't read any of them. So we're not counting those. So far, the count's 2. And then we have, for trilogies, we have Mistborn, which I own and have started reading. I've read like the first chapter, which, I mean, I'm not sure if we should count that. I feel like I'm counting it just so that it like motivates me to continue reading and I don't own the rest. So then we have the War of Lost Hearts series by Carissa Broadbent with Daughter of No Worlds, which is a series that I do want to continue on with, so I have included it. So I've put it here, so that's another one. And then we also have Daughter of Smoke and Bone, which I'm not going to count because I only own the first book and I haven't read it yet. So that's 4 so far. Onto duologies. We have Ninth House, which I own and I've read, and I haven't read Hellbent yet. I only read Ninth House when Hellbent was coming out because I was like, I need to see what it's all about. The hype got to me, and now I haven't read Hellbent. So that's another one that I do need to get to. So I will hopefully get to that one soon. I don't own it and I haven't picked it up. I haven't been in the mood for it, honestly. And then I own both of Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, but I haven't actually read them yet. Maybe I should do that. And then we come to my first one, The Letters of Enchantment, aka Divine Rivals series, which I have completed. You can see here it's in green. I put it in green because of I just thought it looked better so I can see which ones I have completed and, you know, get the little dopamine hit. So it's, yes, you get a little tick mark here as well. Then we have Dowry of Blood, which I only just read and I didn't realise it was a duology at first. I think Encore of Roses has only just come out, or it's not even out yet. But I mean, I guess that's another series, a duology that I'm in. And then we also have Legends and Lattes, which doesn't count because I have not read it yet. I only own it. I'm hopefully reading it sometime this year. And then, wait, that's the book series that I am in the middle of and that I still want to read. There's other book series that I've started reading, but I haven't put on here because I don't really see myself finishing them or getting through them, or I don't really have any interest in continuing on with them. So they're not on here. These are the only ones that I'm like, yes, I want to continue with these series. Okay, and then onto graphic novels, we have Snot Girl, which is a kind of series about this influencer who looks like she's really perfect, but she's actually like full of allergies and she's always got a snotty nose, like everything's not as it seems. And I really love this series, but I want them to bring out more, but I don't know if they're going to. It's like it only got three kind of volumes of it, but it was put on hiatus in 2021. There was meant to be one coming out last year, but I don't know what's happening with that. But so far I'm up to date with the series, so that's pretty good. And then we have Rat Queens, which is kind of like a fantasy graphic novel series that I started reading a few years ago, like years and years ago. And I started looking at it again because I was like, oh, I need to finish, like, catch up on it. But I think I've seen some reviews that have put me off where people say that the writers have changed for the series and then the characters kind of don't make sense anymore, which has kind of put me off. I feel like I really liked it, what I read of it, and I think I'd want to finish it. I'm keeping this on here. And then we have Heartstopper, which I don't own number 5. Why is it like that? No. Then we have Heartstopper, which I feel like everyone knows is Nick and Charlie. We have Heartstopper, which is Nick and Charlie, but I've only read up to 3 because I couldn't find, I was trying to buy them all from the works and then I couldn't find 4 anywhere, and then 5 has just come out. But I'd love to continue on with this series. Yes, I don't own them. I don't know, I'll probably get them at some point, but I do really want to continue on with those. And then onto manga, we have Death Note, which I don't technically own, I just have them borrowed and have access to them. I started reading them in like 2021 and I can't remember where I got to in the series. I know I've read past 1, so I've only marked like the first one as read because I know I've read that one, but I couldn't remember where I'd got up to in the series. But I know that I kind of want to go back and reread all of them just so because of their manga and they're not too long to read. I've got up to 1 to 7, so that's a really good series that I can just kind of binge through. And then I think there's 13. I put 13 here, so I think there's 13. I've really got into my kind of like anime manga era at the moment. I've been watching Attack on Titan, which is amazing. I really love it. I'm so obsessed with it. I watched it when it first came out, and then when they had the big break, I kind of stopped watching. And then this year I was like, you know what? I got a free Crunchyroll trial and now they've converted me and I'm watching it. So I'm like in my anime manga era, hopefully finishing it today, which is going to be emotional. And then also I picked up Orange because my friend told me that it's amazing and she loves it. I can vouch it was amazing. I gave it 5 stars. Bought the first one and now I desperately need the second one, so hopefully I should be able to get that soon and then I can finish that series. I think there's like spin-off ones as well for that series, but I don't know how many there are, or so I haven't included them. I think volume 1 and 2 of Orange is like the main series. Okay, so if I've done everything right, which I think I have, there should be 10 series that I'm in the middle of. Let me just double check. So yeah, I'm in the middle of 10 series, which I feel like is amazing. Whenever I watch other people's videos, they're always like 20 plus. So, I mean, I really think I can get that number down if I get through some of these. Heartstopper, Orange, they'll be easy to finish. Wayward Children, easily. 1 more book in that to get done. Hellbent, maybe I can get through that quite easily. War of Lost Hearts, also so easy to get through, like really easy to read. It's like a fantasy romance, so I could easily get through that. That's like 3 or 4 that I could just get done, and then, you know, I can start some more series and get the number back up. That's motivated me to kind of prioritize some of these and get them finished, which I think will be fun and also completely doable for me to do. And then maybe I'll check in at the end of the year and see what the number's looking like, because undoubtedly I'll probably start some new series. But yeah, that's all the series I'm in the middle of. Let me know how many series you're in the middle of, because I find this really interesting to see how many people also do this with series, where you kind of stop in the middle, and how long people leave series going for. Like Rat Queens, I've left for so long. But yeah, let me know how many book series you're in the middle of, if you've kept track of that. I'm now motivated to finish watching my anime and finish these series so that I can start more and feel good about myself. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like, feel free to subscribe. And if you're still watching, leave the little book stack emoji in the comments, because we're talking about series, so the book stack really makes sense. I feel like the book stack also makes sense for everything, but I'm going with the book stack emoji. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Bye!